Hello everyone, I'm Meng Meng. In this course, we will be discussing in-flight communication. Today, I will be co-teaching with experienced Mrs. Kong.
Hello everyone. I'm the English teacher for this course, Kang Ping.
We will introduce the different points in Chinese and English during in-flight communication. Now, let's watch a short video.
Suppose you are now a flight attendant and a passenger walks the aisle. What do? Sha sha.
I politely ask him to move. Like, hey, please, don't block the aisle. Sir, you can't put it there, economy class is ahead. Ah, you are business class.
Give me a wet towel.
Anything to eat?
In here.
Afterwards, would you like any food or drink?
Is that a new rule? I must eat and drink something, right?
Mr. Lin, would you like a drink?
No, thanks.
Some water?
Miss, I'd like some water.
Sure, just a moment.
Okay.
Some coffee?
I've already had one, okay.
Miss, one coffee.
Sure, just a moment.
Okay.
How about an aperitif?
You wait. She will bring them.
We can ponder on this. As passengers, why would they choose to travel by plane? Firstly, because of the convenience and speed it offers. Secondly, to experience the high-quality service provided by flight attendants. So, how is high-quality service reflected? In addition to mastering service skills, good language communication also matters. Proper language can make passengers feel comfortable and cozy, preventing many unnecessary conflicts and troubles in service. Next, we will learn things together that flight attendants should pay attention to when communicating with passengers. First, use standard Mandarin to communicate at a moderate volume. Second, use standard polite language. For example, start with please and end with thank you, and do not point at passengers. Third, communicate with passengers at the right time, and do not disturb passengers when they are busy. For instance, if a passenger wants to go to the bathroom, but is asked to drink something, it indeed seems very inappropriate.
With the development of the aviation industry, the number of foreign passengers is continuously increasing, and English is widely used. While mastering communication skills of Chinese, the ability to communicate with foreign passengers in authentic English is an indispensable skill for flight attendants. You might think that English is very difficult, but as long as we master some daily phrases and professional terms, good communication effect can be achieved. Now, follow me and Meng Meng to learn some authentic expressions, both in Chinese and English.
We will introduce the key and difficult points of in-flight communication. The first stage, boarding stage, while passengers boarding. Greet with them, then we can say hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome aboard, etc.
In English, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome aboard.
Avoid saying directly that, show me your boarding pass, while looking for seats. Instead, try to say that. Can I have a look at your boarding pass?
In English we can said, may I see your boarding pass, please?
Stop saying, please keep going to the back, when guiding passengers. Because back always means that their seats are far back. Instead, we could say, please go along the cabin, and notify the seat numbers, which located at the luggage sack.
In English we can said, please go straight in the cabin. Your seat number is on the edge of the rack. Go straight here means go directly.
We need to clear the pathway when it's blocked by passengers. Stop saying, hurry up, move aside quickly. Instead, we should say, could you please slightly step aside to clear the aisle, so that passengers behind can pass quickly. Thank you.
In English, we can say, could you step aside to make room for others to go through, please? Room here means space for movement.
When passengers need help with their luggage, we can remind them, do you have any valuables inside that you can take out in advance? And place them under the seat in front of you, or in the pocket.
In English we can said, if there are any valuables in your luggage, please take them out and store them in the seat pocket in front of you, or under the front seat.
The second segment, the meal service stage. When we start distributing meals, we can kindly say to the passengers, may I put down your tray table for you? Instead of rudely saying, put down the tray table.
In English we can said, we are going to serve your dinner. May I put down your tray table? Serve means to offer something to someone.
When passengers need more food, we should not directly refuse. Or say, let me see if there is any left or extra, as this might make passengers feel uncomfortable, even though it's meant to be helpful. Instead, you can say, let me check if there are any surplus in the other catering carts.
In English we can say, let me check if there are any surplus in the other catering carts.
When we don't hear what the passenger says clearly, we should not directly say, what did you say? Instead, we should say, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you please repeat it?
In English, we can say, I'm sorry, I can't get that. Could you repeat it? Get means understand or figure out.
For passengers who were resting during meal, have just woken up, we should inquire immediately by saying, you have been resting just now, so we didn't disturb you. Then ask if they would like any meals or beverages.
In English, we can say you were sleeping just then, so we didn't interrupt you. Interrupt here means wake somebody up.
If we didn't notice our resting passenger in the first place due to busy work, we can apologize to him and say, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting.
In English, we can say, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting so long.
When providing meal services to passengers, we can also interact with them a bit. For example, with some compliments and affirmations. Enjoy your meal. Or, that's a great choice you've made.
In English we can say, you have made a good choice, or enjoying your meal.
Good morning. Welcome aboard.
I'm looking for my seat.
May I see your boarding pass? Thank you. Your seat is 4C, please go inside. Our seat numbers are located at the edge of the overhead bin.
Okay, thanks.
Here you are. Good morning, welcome aboard.
Where is my seat?
May I see your boarding pass, please?
Here you are.
Your seat number is 5C, please go straight in the cabin. Your seat number is on the edge of the rack.
Okay, thank you.
Excuse me. Could you step aside to make room for others to go through, please?
This is full. So where should I put?
I can help you. Is there anything that's valuable?
Yes.
Then you can take it out with you. Or put it below the front chair. Okay, give it to me. Excuse me. Could you step aside, make room for others to go through, please? Okay.
Could you help me with my luggage?
Okay. Are there any assailable in your baggage?
Yes.
Please take it out and put them in the seat pocket in front of you.
Okay. Here you are.
You're welcome. We are going to serve your dinner. May I put down your tray table?
Yes, please.
Today we have Hainan chicken rice and beef noodles and oyster. Which would you like?
Hainan chicken rice, please.
Here you are.
Thanks.
Enjoy the meal. We are going to serve your dinner. May I put down your tray table?
Yes, please.
Today we have Hainan chicken rice and beef noodles and oyster. Which would you like?
Hainan chicken rice, please.
Here you are. Enjoy the meal.
Thank you.
Hello. Is there any rice?
I'm sorry. I didn't get that. Could you repeat it?
Could you give me one more rice?
Okay. Let me check if there are some available in other trolleys.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, madam. Could you offer me another one?
I am sorry. I didn't get that. Could you repeat it?
Could you give me one more rice?
Okay. Let me check if there are some available in other trolleys.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Excuse me, sir. You were sleeping just then, so we didn't interrupt you. Now see if you want to drink.
What do you have?
We have cold and hot drinks. Orange juice, apple juice, tea or coffee. Which one do you like to drink?
Coffee, please.
All right. I will bring it for you soon. Excuse me. You were sleeping just then, so we didn't interrupt you. We have cold and hot drinks. Orange juice, apple juice, tea or coffee. Which would you like?
A cup of coffee, please.
Okay, you have a good choice.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Good morning, Mr. Liu. Nice to meet you. My name is Yaming, the first class attendant. Our flight will take about 3 hours to Beijing. If there is anything I can do for you, please let me know. I am glad to serve you and wish you a nice trip.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Betty. Nice to meet you. My name is Yaming, the first class attendant. Our flight will take about 3 hours to Beijing. If there is anything I can do for you, please let me know. I am glad to serve you and wish you a nice trip.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Since this is online class, with limited time, we could only cover the 2 stages during flight. And we hope that you can apply this into every stage of flight. For Chinese, we need to put passengers first and communicate with them with standard languages.
In terms of English, we need to incorporate authentic accent with professional service words to better communicate with foreign passengers.
That's all for today.
Thank you for your attention.
I'm Meng Meng.
I am Betty.
Bye bye.